By the year 2050, the amount of plastic in the world will quadruple. According to the New York Times, in an attempt to slow down the pollution of our planet, New York State lawmakers on March 28, 2019, agreed on a statewide ban. This ban prohibits the use of single-use plastic bags from retail sales, changing a way of life for millions of New Yorkers as legislatures seek to curb an unsightly and omnipresent source of litter.
So as a club, one of our main things to do is educate the student body on what they're doing wrong or what they could do better. So we have a composting site where you can put your food scraps, vegetables and fruit, eggshells too. We have the microfarm, which teaches students how to grow things successfully without using pesticides and using only organic material. We completely only use compost and we don't till, because tilling is when you upheave the dirt from below, and that releases a lot of carbon in the air. We also do a lot of panels talking about food waste, and we work a lot with the Climate Action Committee and NYPIRG. And we also do Farm Fest, which is where we bring in a bunch of different clubs and farm vendors and different kinds of vendors, and we all get together and we talk about sustainability.
If you joined plastic bags end to end, they would circumnavigate the globe 4,200 times. The Village of New Paltz implemented this plastic bag ban in 2015 as one of the first communities in New York State.
But I absolutely support, that initiative. The challenge with plastic bags is that, they blow around, and they, even though plastic bags, if they're kept clean and dry, are recyclable, but we know that many of them don't get recycled, and once they get dirty and wet, then they're difficult to recycle, and then they blow around, then they end up in trees and end up in waterways and clog up things like stormwater systems.
So I personally believe that banning the plastic bags is a really good thing. It's just another thing that gets in the way of contaminating other compost and other trash and other recyclables, in addition to contaminating our earth. And I too also see the financial problems with it, of using recyclable bags, as some people who are already struggling to pay may have a harder time with it. But I think there's a lot of initiatives that we can pass in the future so that it becomes easier on the impoverished. Additionally, if our world is going to be trash, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor.
When this law was enacted by New York State, it authorized a 5-cent fee for bags, giving shoppers an incentive to bring their own reusable bags and to reduce the plastic bag waste.
Counties would actually have to opt in to charge that 5-cent fee. So, that's another curious thing about this state law, that it's not an automatic statewide plastic bag ban.
Co-owner of Groovy Blueberry Clothing Co., Amy Cohen, feels as though this ban is better on a state level rather than the village's ban.
Well, I support the plastic bag ban both on a county level and on a state level. However, as a village that only has one block of stores, I find it quite disheartening that our village government spends so much time and money working to ban the plastic bags downtown in the village. Our leadership likes to be very popular, and they like to be in the newspapers, and they like to garner votes. And this is how they keep their progressive line going. And although I'm a Democrat, I am not a progressive, and I think this is a lot of nonsense. Now that the county is passing the plastic ban law, and it is being passed as a state law, we basically threw over $5,000 in the garbage and spent the board's entire time, instead of fixing things around here and raising quality of life opportunities for our residents, we supported a bunch of nonsense that got done anyway. And I'm glad it got done, because I do care about wildlife and oceans. However, proving points is not really going to bring us forward as a community. Really, the solution would be that people should be bringing their own bags, and that's how we can cut down on our waste.
Far and away, the first choice, if we really want to make an impact, is we all need to change our behavior and remember to bring those reusable bags with us. And often people, even if they want to do the right thing, they generally don't do a great job of remembering what to do unless there's that annoying 5-cent charge. So I think that's...
These bags can last from 20 to 100 years in landfills before they break down into polymers and toxic chemicals. The Village of New Paltz voted unanimously for the ban, and New York State followed suit.
In a perfect world, if we were all recycling them, then they would be less of a problem. But that's not our reality.